Hey guys, Ashley here, Asian fan back with another video, and I know I've been away, but I'm back now, and like I said, I just been trying to enjoy the summer. Just really enjoy the summer. Work's been crazy, but it is what it is. And this weekend I will try to finish up the 2010 season review, and that is that. That gets into a video today that I have been dying to make since the beginning of time, and I had to recently rewatch this to give my full depth thoughts on it. This is about the most overrated crossover to ever come across Nickelodeon, and that is IParty Victories. IParty Victories is easily the most overrated crossover I probably have ever watched. It's so overrated. I honestly think a lot of people who hold this stare upon this crossover or have the nostalgia glasses on, and it's time to take them off. The storyline for this crossover was not that good. I thought the storyline was really weak and really dumb. The fact that Carly is going to travel all the way from Seattle to Los Angeles just to antagonize her two-time boyfriend, I just thought, really? That's the best thing they're trying to come up with? Really? I thought it was so lame. The storyline that I wish they would have gone with is like maybe like IParty goes to Hollywood Arts, like a contest, and like they pick kids to be on their web show. That would have been a lot more interesting. But I wasn't mad about the party part. Like, I didn't have anything against the whole party, people coming to a big house, a party, things like that. I wouldn't have minded that, and I also would have liked if they would have added other characters from this universe into this crossover. Like, I would have loved to see Jacob Josh, but you see, the thing about that is that a lot of characters that a lot of the actors who were in the other shows are also in his recent one, aka Tori. Victoria Justice played a character on Zoe 101. I don't remember her character. Zoe 101 is indeed a rewatch, by the way. She played a character on Zoe 101. So it's like, it would be weird to have the whole cast of Zoe 101 show up, and they're thinking like, wait, where's this character? She's right here. Miranda Cosgrove also played a character on Drake and Josh. She played Megan. And so it would just get confusing. So did the guy that plays Spencer. I think his name is Terry. He played Crazy Steve, and so yeah, it would just get a little confusing and everything like that. I just really feel like a lot of storylines would have been better. Like, the storyline for the Victorious cast was good. Beck and Jay want to spend the entire time in a fucking hot tub. Cat voice box to crash. I don't even have a clue what Robbie's storyline was. On stage rapping with Red. Robbie did not fit in with those characters. I am sorry. It ain't about them being popular. It just seems like it ain't really feel like nobody was really Robbie's friend. Like, no one really fucked with Robbie. Him or Cat. I really feel like him and Cat don't fit in with them. Like, it really feel like no one really fucked with Cat or Robbie for real. They could have made Cat and Robbie a friendship or something. Cat, her voice box was touched for some weird reason. Trina decided to bring two little kids to a party. Even though she said she was going to babysit, she decided to be irresponsible and bring two kids to a party. And then it gets even weird that Cyclone, a fucking high school teacher, is going to a party, a high school party, with these kids. He's in the hot tub with Jaden Beck. Like, it's weird. Like, there was a scene in a movie where these two little kids were in the hot tub with Jaden Beck. Sorry, I must be really sleepy. With Jaden Beck, and Spencer. Spencer, he hit his back really bad, so he's like, he's gonna get in a hot tub so, loosen up his muscles. The hot water is really good for that. And the two kids are in a hot tub. It was just a really weird thing to me now that I am grown up. Like, when I was was a kid, I probably laughed at that shit. But now I'm grown up thinking like, oh, this is weird. This is giving really weird. Like, I don't even understand why Taekwon's here. Like, that was weird in itself. Like, everything about Taekwon's is weird now that I watch Victories. This little man followed him around everywhere, and I just didn't understand it. But let me give a deep dive of what the storyline is for this crossover and why the fuck it hold up. So storyline basically is probably dating this guy. I don't even remember his name. His parents are divorced. His mom lives in Seattle, and his dad lives in Los Angeles. He gives Carly this Lucky Charm bracelet and says he's gonna come back to them and share their 1 anniversary kiss. And Carly's head over heels. I know what Carly is. Carly, she dives head deep in this relationship. It's like a weird thing that she goes through in iParty. It's like she dies weak. She moves way too fast in a relationship. It happens all the time, and then she ends up breaking with these guys. So, all that jazz. And then you see a scene with him and Tori on the couch, laughing, chatting it up, and we find out that he's a 2-time cheater. And then Sam, while he's at Tori in school, he surprised Tori, and Robbie took a picture of it, and then Sam saw it on the Slack.com, and Freddie said, no way is a guy friends with a girl like that. She's hot. So Holly thinks that they should go down, but she doesn't expect anything of it at first. Not until her and Sam are in the classroom chatting up, and Sam thinks that he's cheating. So Sam convinces Carly we should go down there and see if he's cheating. So they do. Carly and them go down there, and Spencer's ex-girlfriend puts these fake prosthetics on their faces. It makes them look completely different. I thought the makeup looked really weird. And they go down in Los Angeles to find out if he's cheating, and they find out the party, and that's how they end up at the party. On the Victorious side, Andre's next door neighbor is allowing him to throw a party at his house. So Andre invites people to go there. Kat voice box on. She's sick, I guess. Trina decides that she wants to go, even though she has to babysit. So she decides to drag these 2 little kids to a high school party. Jay wants to spend the entire time in a hot tub. She's never been in a hot tub, and her and Beck literally spend. I'm not kidding y'all. Her and Beck literally spend the entire movie in a fucking hot tub. Wow, what a waste of characters. And that's pretty much the Victoria side of all of that. So they get down there and they try to find, that's his name, Steven. They try to find Steven. Andre is getting hit in the butt with this panda. He's sitting back to the butt. Trina loses the kids. Tori and Steven are being a couple, and Beck and Jade are in the hot tub, and Robbie's doing whatever the hell Robbie does, and Kat's sick. She can't talk to anybody, and then Trina ducks the kids on Kat. Kat loses the kids, like I said before. They end up in the hot tub in a very weird scene. Spencer decides to strip down, like I said, to get in the hot tub, loosen up his muscles. I still think it was weird for Spencer to do that, knowing that he's a grown-ass man. He's a 2-ass fucking teenager. But I digress, I guess. And Taekwon is also here because, I forgot, Taekwon wants to scare Beck, because Beck's never been scared before, so Taekwon decides to come along to scare him. A grown-ass man. It makes a lot more sense for Spencer to be here than Taekwon, because Spencer is the ride. It makes no sense for Taekwon to drag himself to a high school party. Yet again, I'm saying. So Carly finds Steven, I guess, kissing Tori, and then Carly starts crying, and then Freddie said that he's going to beat him up, and she said, don't even do that, that's just go home. And then Tori comes out and she guys are the kids like Carly. Sam was going to hit her with a butter sock, and Carly told her not to do that. And then Tori and Carly find out that Steven has been 2-timing them, so they decide to get him back. I forgot, Kenan Thompson came here. I think he like a special guest appearance to get the person who was the panda. So they asked Kenan to help them trick Steven into thinking it's going to be their anniversary kiss. And they embarrassed him on iParty by, they just like embarrassed him by like giving like old stories and like things like that with the panda. So they embarrassed him, and then the whole movie ends with everyone's thinking, let's shine together, which I thought was an iconic scene. It's very iconic. That's the end of the movie. This crossover does not hold up. It's weak, very weak. There was really no crossover. The point of a crossover is that all of the characters need to interact in some shape or form. Who interacted? The only characters who interacted was Tori, Harley, Sam, and Freddie. That's it. No Carly and Robbie scenes, no Carly and Kat scenes, no Freddie and Jay, no Freddie and Beck, no Andre, no nothing. There was no crossover interactions with any of them. I mean, I guess, I forgot the Sam and Rex scene with them wrestling against each other. That was pretty iconic too. So I guess that was a specific crossover because Rex is like over a character and Tori is. But these characters didn't cross over. These characters did not interact with each other. And this storyline was just very weak for the movie. I think it was very weak. Now, is the movie rewatchable? Yes, it is. Because it had a nostalgia feeling. This is when Nickelodeon was at its best. So, of course, I'm going to watch it. But the older me really feels like it could have been better. It could have been so much better. With that big of a budget, I think the storyline could have been 10 times better than it was. I really wish it wasn't about a boy. I think that's lame and just very lazy to me. To me, the best crossover ever that I have ever watched is What's on Deck with Hannah Montana. I absolutely love the crossover. I think it's absolutely it's the best Disney crossover. I know everyone want to say Sweet Life of That's a Raven, or is it Sweet Life? That's So Raven, Sweet Life. It's, hold on, I got it right here. I was watching it earlier. That's So Sweet Life in Montana. That's what it's called. I don't know if people gonna say they like that one. I like that one too. I thought it was really good. It was a good variation of everyone talking over. I know it was talking about Hannah Montana only popped up towards the end of the scene. It wasn't really a crossover. Yes, it was, because when she came there, everybody was interacting. Raven, Maddie, London, Cody, Zach, everybody was interacting. So technically, that's a crossover. That's a crossover. Nickelodeon tried to copy Disney Channel and it failed. Y'all tried to copy Disney Channel and y'all fucking blew it. That's a variation of a crossover. With On Deck with Hannah Montana, that's a variation of a crossover. All the characters interacted. Even though I really feel like, you know what? I was not mad at Alex and Bailey crossing over. I probably would have preferred if it was Alex and probably London. I think that would have been a lot more entertaining. I think that would have been fun to see. You got Alex and Bailey that interacted. Alex and Dak interacted. Kobe and Harper interacted. Who else? I believe in episode Cody and Hannah interacted. Justin and London, Max and Zach. Like, these characters actually interact with each other. Now, I don't know what to say. Towards the other, when Hannah Montana finally came out her room to be on the boat, everybody said that she didn't interact with people as much. I do know that after that you didn't see the Russos anymore, but I think a lot of it had to do with sort of going on behind the scenes with Miley and Selena. They were in the middle of a love triangle with Nick Jonas at the time, so you know all that jazz. I'm not going to speak on that because it's not business, but I heard that it was about. They both were caught in a love triangle with Nick Jonas pretty much at the time, and they refused to film. They refused to have any filming with each other. But honestly, they filmed together on Hannah Montana when Selena Gomez played, oh my god, what's her name? Is it Miranda character, the pop star? I loved their interactions on Hannah Montana. I thought they were fucking hilarious. And I thought that her and Miley just had great chemistry and bounced off each other when it came to that. I don't think that her name is Miranda, but I'm gonna go with Miranda. But when Hannah Montana when she finally came out her room, I do remember her and Cody interacting and her Bailey. So we're not gonna do that. But still, again, at least the characters still interacted. Like Zach and Matt had a competition on who could drink the most smoothies, who could do the most idiotic stuff on boats, who could make this movie go crazy, and they were actually doing shit. London and Justin had an interaction. Justin was trying to win her heart and make her think that he was this rich doctor. Like, that is the cast interacting. That is taking advantage of the cast interacting. There are so many good Disney crossovers. To me, I think an underrated one, to me, that I feel like people don't talk about. Even that's so Flash for Hannah Montana. Before Hannah Montana showed up, the characters interacting. London and Raven, Maddie and Raven, Zach and Cody and Raven. All of the characters were interacting. That's still some version of a crossover. The characters are interacting. There's no annoying the fact that the characters are here. And like I said, with water. And even at the end of the episode, when Molly showed up, the characters still interacted. They still chatted it up, talked. A underrated crossover to me, in my opinion, is it's the Shake It Up one with Good Luck Charlie. I am not a Shake It Up fan. I never understood how the fuck that show got 3 seasons on Disney Channel. A part of me really wants to rewatch it to see if it's that bad, because I was just thinking like, whoa, I cannot believe I watched this show growing up. It's so bad, like it's so bad. Like, I really don't like I do like the fact that the storyline was different. Like, it was about dancing instead of, even other Disney Channel shows, there really is no focus on thinking as much. Except for Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana was on the show that was focused on singing. Even though it had a lot of other stuff going on, she was still a pop star at the end of the day. Technically, it was a show about singing and being a pop star. But I would say that, and probably Ant Farm, another show that I just was not a big fan of. Don't worry, there will be a lot of Disney Channel rants and Nickelodeon rants once I get a chance to rewatch my show. I'm watching the 3 shows I'm watching now is American Dad, Scandal, and Breaking Bad right now. But I think once I see once I finish American Dad season 5, I'm going to take a break and watch the Disney Channel show. That way I can review it and talk about it and just give my thoughts on it. I'm still Good Like Charlie. I have not even finished with 2. I do think season 1 was fucking hilarious for Good Like Charlie. But back to the other crossover, underrated one. Actually, there's 2 underrated ones. The Good Like Charlie and Good Like Charlie. Oh my God, what am I talking about? The Shake It Up and Good Like Charlie crossover was good. I'm trying to see what the name of the crossover is. The name of the episode, but I know what I'm talking about. They went it was still a crossover. These characters, all 4 characters, still interacted. Charlie, Teddy, and Amy, they all got a chance to perform on Shake It Up Chicago. Her mom wants to be on television. She wants to be famous, so she wanted the opportunity to be on Shake It Up Chicago. all characters were interacting at the end of the day. Another crossover that I think is underrated is the Austin Alley and Jesse one. All those characters interacted. They got a chance to go to the concert. Even though I'm not a big fan of Jesse, I do not understand the appeal of that show. I cannot watch a single episode of Jesse. That show annoys me to no end. But anyway, Emma won the ticket to go to the Austin Moon concert, and at the end of that episode, all the characters were interacting. I feel like Nickelodeon tried to do their big one. Now, it was not a bad idea to bring both of these shows together because these were the big shows on Nickelodeon at the time. Nothing was bigger than iCarly. iCarly was bigger than Victories at the time. Like, that's not, come on now. So it made a lot of sense to take advantage of doing a crossover, but I don't think Dan Snyder had a good storyline to tell for this. He did not capitalize on the crossovers. Even if the crossovers, the people feel like it didn't make sense, have the iCarly cast and the Victorious cast, have them interact with each other. Instead of acting like instead of trying to gaslight everyone and think that they did. His way of making it like they all interacted with having everybody sing. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? No, that's not crossing over. I want to see a conversation, some dialogue, something. And he didn't capitalize on it. And see, I really feel like the iParty Victorious crossover is probably the most underwhelming crossover. Underwhelming and overrated because I feel like a lot of people tend to think this is one of the best crossovers when honestly it's one of the most underwhelming. It's not the most underwhelming. And that's how I feel. Don't add me, and I will see y'all next time. And thank you for being so patient and just keep subscribing, just keep doing it because I will never disappoint y'all on my channel. So thank y'all. I love y'all truly. I really do. And see y'all next time.